Another first step on a well-trodden Champions League road.
Dinamo Zagreb snatched the lead! Mountain to climb!
Wow, it's unbelievable.
A European nightmare for Arsenal. Giroud! Have they found a lifeline? Arsenal beat Bayern Munich against all the odds. Oh my word, Bayern Munich simply sumptuous. 5 for Bayern Munich. Arsenal really are in very deep water here. No more room for error. A game they had to win, and Alexis Sanchez comes up big for them.
You know, his assist statistics are frightening and scary, and they're certainly going to need his quality tonight, especially with Sanchez missing.
You've been having a good look at Ozil, actually. I know you're a huge fan of his style of play.
No, I love the way he plays. I mean, he divides opinion. He's got a languid, relaxed type style that some people can't warm to, but there's no doubt in his ability. His assists, he's got the most in the top 5 leagues in Europe this season. He's outshined anyone in that department. And he puts the ball on the plate for a striker. As you said, a striker's dream. He knows where to put the ball. He knows how to get into the danger areas in the last third, and his eyes are clear. He doesn't get any hazy pictures in his head before the ball comes to him. He moves well off the ball. And here, that's just like feather in his boots. His touch there is beautiful. And here, this isn't an easy ball. He makes it look easy. Look at Welbeck's run to the far post. To get that round 2 players like that on a sixpence, he makes it look... And this touch here, oh, beautiful. I mean, Giroud does his best to try and miss this, but he puts him through delightfully there. And he's even started to chip him with a few goals here. And the desire, this is the difference I've seen in him this season, his desire to get in the box. We mentioned it last time at this game, that he's run from the halfway line there. Season's gone by. I don't know if he'd have had the desire to get into that position to score, and that's an added bonus.
It's quite interesting, people. As you said before, he divides opinion. He's got a little bit of a laissez-faire. He's like quite lackadaisical in his style. All looks a little bit easy. It's like a British thing, isn't it? We want to say, oh, he doesn't get stuck in, he doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, I had that as a kid because I had a bit of a languid style. Everyone used to say, oh, he looks lazy, etc. He don't care, he doesn't want it. And Frank Lampard Senior, he won't thank me for saying this, but he said to me, oh, why aren't your shorts dirty, when I was about 15? And I was standing there thinking, well, you can't defend properly when you're on your bum. You've got to be on your feet, and I was a bit too young to really argue with him. I just took it on the chin, but that's just the British way has kind of always been like that.
They're more technically minded, perhaps, in other parts of the world. Is perhaps a fairer way of putting it.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he's a fantastic player, one of the best technical players in the league and in Europe. I think the reason he divides opinion is because, you know, when it doesn't come off for him, he is easy for the critics to attack, but it's happening for him at the moment, and on the eye, he's looking an absolute dream to watch.
Key players tonight. Aaron Ramsey seems to have bounced back to a bit of form. Terrific performance from him at the weekend. He's also a very influential player for Arsenal when he's on his game.
He's influential when he's in a central area for me. I think out wide he hasn't got the pace. He's not used to that position. Here from the middle of the pitch, he makes things happen. He's industrious. He's got great quality, and he's got an eye for a pass, not only for a goal. This pass here is sublime. Makes the goal for Sanchez there. But I just think he needs to be in the centre of the park. His best season for Arsenal was from central areas, scoring goals, getting in the box, being difficult to pick up and having influence on the game. This game here, he was unbelievable. I mean, he scored 2 goals. This was a great goal. But the goal after this, I mean, this is just ridiculous how he's even took this on.
Strike.
His weak foot. Wow. Stevie, you'd have been proud of that. And Stevie mentioned before about playing on the right, which he's done.
Yeah, I've played both roles, and, you know, mentally I don't think he'll be happy himself playing out wide, you know, because he hasn't got the legs. His qualities are all in the middle, and for me, when he's in that form, he's the best attacking midfielder in the Premier League. So you've got to play your best players where they want to be, and I'm sure he'll want to be in the middle.
And the manager got his game plan spot on, Steve.
He got his tactics spot on. You got to give Arsene Wenger a lot of credit. You know, all over the pitch, all the players stood up for him and turned out tonight. I thought he was superb, every single one of them. Summed up by Koscielny's performance, you know, last-ditch tackles, big headers, important interceptions. You know, Giroud will get all the headlines and maybe man of the match, but for me, Koscielny was superb tonight. OK, well, let's have a look at the goals. They all went to one man, Olivier Giroud. The first one was so important, isn't it?
It's quality from Ozil. He's going away from goal, but then, you know, he's got the quality. He's turned, and then in an instant, bang, into the space. And Giroud, he's got a yard. Look how much space the defender's given him there. With the pace on that ball, all you need to do is direct it.
He scores a lot of goals like that.
He does score a lot of goals. His near-post run is his favoured run. And, of course, you could say that the goalkeeper took maybe at blame, but I think the pace on the ball from Ramsey, when he's directed it on there, the goalkeeper's just not quite got down quick enough, and you have to say it's a fantastic header to get it on target.
That was the score at half-time, and going out in the second half, you're thinking, can they sustain it? Can they produce another good 45 minutes like that? And they did, Steve.
Yeah, they had to show patience, but it happened really quickly in the second half. In the second goal, again, good hold-up play, good flick on, and it was all about Joel Campbell. Two, exquisite touches, and then this reverse pass is sensational and a quality finish.
Brilliant.
It's just great to see someone who, for the time he's been at Arsenal, the fans haven't really seen the best of him, the confidence on him. You see the defender loses Giroud there, just goes to sleep. It's a fantastic ball. But with Campbell, the fans have probably been on his back a little bit disgruntled at times about it. He hasn't shown his true form.
It won't be in the next game.
Yeah, exactly. But Olympiacos fans, when he came off, it was noticeable to see them, the appreciation they had for.
I suppose one of the key things tonight was defensively as well, and the two central defenders impressed you, Ria.
Yeah, I mean, they were fantastic. They're a good pair together, to be honest with you. Sometimes when Mertesacker makes a mistake, Koscielny's round covering, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to be in sync with each other, know when the other man's in trouble to come round and sweep up for him, and know when you can actually step in front, knowing that your partner will be behind you. I mean, here, a couple of instances here where they've both made blocks, crucial blocks. That was a fantastic block there from Per Mertesacker. But I think Koscielny, for me, I've said it a couple of times, I think when he's on form, I think he's the best defender in the league for me. Kompany's not fit enough, consistently enough. I think this guy, he's turned into a real top-class defender.
He certainly was. Another performance that caught your eye, you mentioned him earlier, Joel Campbell.
Yeah, he's somebody else. Since the Swansea game, he's brilliant in that game, but in this game he's got great ability, he's got great feet, you know what I mean? He's obviously very left-footed, but like he can take people on, he's got a good touch, he's got a good one-touch, he's got good movement, you know, he can come and collect the ball anywhere. He's just got everything, and he's added goals, he's got goals in his game as well, but you know, we saw it when he set up the goal, and even there with his composure with Flamini, you know, we saw it. He's got everything. Yeah. He's got everything.
I mean, to be honest, before the game, we were saying we were actually quite surprised he picked him ahead of Oxlade-Chamberlain, but his decision's justified.
I think that, yeah, of course, and this was his brilliant skills. Yeah. Like Stevie mentioned, he had about 2-3 great touches there, but you say with the Ox, you know, it's something that I'm not sure if it's the manager's not totally convinced or what.